Hamilton has been the hottest selling musical basically since its debut back in 2015. Now it's on its third U.S. tour, making a stop right here in Richmond for a few weeks. As if they didn't know enough about the characters they portray, a few cast members had the chance to learn a little bit more after a trip to the Virginia Museum of History and Culture.
The greatest man in America has this morning fallen in a duel. Yes, Hamilton, the pride of every true American, is by this time no more. Wow.
That was just one reaction of Edward Utome, who plays Alexander Hamilton in the popular musical Hamilton, while reading a newspaper clip about Hamilton at the Virginia Museum of History and Culture.
The most important thing that exists in this building.
President.
George Washington's handwritten personal diary from his first term as president.
Utome was joined by cast members Paul Oakley Stovall, who plays George Washington, and Tyler Bello, who plays James Madison, as well as Hercules Mulligan, on a private tour of the museum's Founding Frenemies, Hamilton and the Virginians exhibit, and its most prized portraits and manuscripts.
To my own detriment, thought, Richmond, 3 weeks to just chill and not think about anything. How did it pass me by that I would be actually in one of the richest environments for these characters?
Like, I'm not gonna throw away my shot.
The actors first participated in an online question and answer session for students not only in the Commonwealth, but across the country.
Going into the audition, they're like, you need to learn all these songs for all three characters. I'm like, I'm good. I'm on book. I've been on book for 6 months. So.
Then walk through the Hamilton exhibit, which focuses on songs from the musical.
The exhibit takes 10 of the songs from the play and puts original artifacts that legitimize those lyrics. So it's the perfect companion of these two pieces together.
The opportunity to see, read, and touch the materials at times left the cast at a loss for words or in total shock.
It was crazy to think that even in death he was so revered for what he did, you know? That was wild to read about. But it's crazy that there's like 347 $5,000 bills, and you could like walk, no one's gonna be like, you walk into a place and they'll be like, what is this? You know what I mean? But it's real currency, which is insane. So like, that's cool. Here you go.
A visit like this to the museum helps each of them incorporate another layer to their characters. And if that wasn't enough, the audiences at the Altria Theater bring them to another level they've never experienced.
But Virginia is like, no, we're here with you. You know, we're not here sitting back. We're sitting forward. These are our people. This is our show. So we're not so much doing it for them, we're doing it with them.
And I got to tell you, all three were super, focused on what they were seeing and learning. But Paul was like a history buff. I mean, everything he saw, he was amazed by, especially when he had a chance to touch and read about George Washington's actual diary, which is there. I mean, he was just, it totally blew his mind.
I didn't know, shamefully, I didn't know that exhibit existed, so I have to go see that for sure.
And the exhibit actually lasts at the museum through February 2nd.
Okay.
So if you want to go and see it, you have time to go check out the museum. So go see the play if you have an opportunity, then go see the exhibit, and you get a 2-for-1. Or vice versa.
Bree
made a good point, though. She said you would imagine that they'd really be into what they were seeing because only a person who's, well, not only, but a history buff would love to play be in that play.
And also, you got to think about this. They've been on tour in other cities who have so much history, like Boston and Philadelphia and D.C. For them to come here, it was like Paul said, it was just a shock to know that.
Smaller,
they just didn't know. They're only here for a short time, but they got a lot of history in that couple of hours that they spent at the museum.
Good job, Richmond.